Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to your weekly reading for October 14th to the 20th. This is for Sagittarius, Sagittarius rising, and Sagittarius moon, and we're going to jump right into it, Sagittarius. And listen, I'm going to spend a little bit more time with you this week. It is a pretty big week. I mean, we have Mars, the Sun, Pluto, all in this tangle. So let's walk through it. The first thing I want to say is this is a week, and please, 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 please avoid working too much. Avoid overthinking. Avoid like overextending yourself. This is that type of energy this week where it can be a little bit fatiguing, a little bit draining, okay? And remember, we've got some planets and places that can be, emotionally draining. And when people are emotionally drained, emotions can be heightened, all right? So please take it easy this week for sure. Now, the other thing is I really want you to pay attention to Monday to Thursday. Mercury and Venus are going to be together in Scorpio, okay? So this is your 12th house. This is the subconscious. This is intuition as well. There is a sense of healing and spirituality up here as well. But this is a time where you could be really seeking a lot of truths. You maybe have been doing a lot of that recently as well. This is a time where you may be really, really connected with your higher self as well. So really trust your intuition. You could be having some deep conversations, but mostly like deep reflections as well around this time. You know, the 12th house has a sense of isolation to it. You could have been spending a lot of time alone, just really thinking about things. So remember what I said. Take this time to not overthink things, okay? Not overanalyze things. There may be a lot of things here around your passions, love, money as well, okay, that you may be thinking about. So just think about what you want for your journey moving forward, all right? A lot of y'all may be in the process of these new journeys and maybe even have already felt it coming after eclipse season. Big changes that have been happening in your life, okay? So those are really exciting. That was your 11th house of your hopes and wishes and dreams. Also, your social network, your communities, groups you belong to. Second thing, you'll see that Venus is very active this week. So you may be a lot more invested in, your passions and your goals and, transformation. You see all this water energy, by the way, right? You see that Venus is moving into your sign. We'll talk about that. That's going to bring you, you're going to love that. Okay. You're going to love that. But in the meantime, so much water energy. So remember what I talked about, the emotions, right? A lot of emotions this week. And you also see we do have a full moon in Aries. This is a big full moon. We'll talk about it more than I did in your monthly forecast. Now, Monday, October 14th, we've got the Sun square Mars. Okay. You're pretty much going to feel this all month. The Sun is going to be squaring Pluto as well. You're going to start feeling the Mars-Pluto opposition as well. That's going to be really strong at the beginning of November. You're going to start feeling it out. These are really strong aspects, okay? So I really want you to have those breakthroughs. Use these to have those breakthroughs because this kind of energy can be so strong. You're feeling like, what is going on? Like boulder on my shoulder. So get that boulder off. Okay. So really, really take this time. All right. A lot of y'all, this could have a big impact on money and finances for you. Okay. You do have Pluto and Capricorn. You do have Mars and Cancer. Those are the, two money houses in the zodiac wheel, the second house and the eighth house. So there may be some money matters on your mind here. All right. Mars is also competition. So Mars, remember at this point, almost 2 months in Cancer. Remember, Mars does not do well in Cancer. And so getting a little antsy, all right? But he's also, remember, Mars is just very competitive energy. So at this point, it's almost like you're playing, what is it? Like horse, right? With like basketball, that one-on-one game when you, like as a kid, you're playing that one-on-one with Mars, okay? And he's all over you and he's not letting you take your shot, okay? So a lot of this is actually doing a lot of internalizing internal work as well, okay? Remember, Mars and Cancer, really going within, really going deep, emotional growth, right? Mars and Cancer, your eighth house. So that is deep personal transformation here. Mars is also tangling with Chiron. You see this, the Sun will be too. So Chiron, like that healing work, okay? So really go within, all right? Also just This is a week again. Just go at a slower pace. Okay, Mars is physicality, as I've explained, physical energy, and it's squaring the sun, the life force, right? Purpose. So don't overburden yourself at this time. Okay, and the other thing is you may feel a lot of people are going to be really sensitive and emotionally heightened around this week. People can get really fired up about the smallest things, the tiniest things. All right. So don't let anyone, if anyone's fishing for an argument or, just any of that energy, don't let them get in your way. Don't let them pull you into their low energy frequencies. You are on a karmic journey, okay? Don't let them get in the way of your karmic journey. And most of all, do not let anyone take away your power, Sagittarius, okay? So this type of aspects, as we're kicking it off, it could test your spirituality, okay? So just remember to always be your authentic self. A lot of emotions may be running high around this time. Best thing to do some like breath work. Take that time to meditate, do yoga, go for a walk, do some gardening, whatever you need to do, okay? Focus on your path to enlightenment. Now, you see Venus has got to be opposite Uranus this day as well. This is just very interesting aspect because you've got to consider everything else that's happening here, okay? Uranus, the planet of surprises, the unexpected, it's, opposite Venus. Don't start a relationship this day. You can meet people. Don't try to, but like, don't go running to the altar like 3 hours later. Like, this is not that day, all right? You may find some surprises in relationships as well. Things that bring you pleasure, if not relationships, but, intimacy here as well. And money, okay? So there could be some sort of money, sudden moments, something out of the blue. But looking at what's happening for y'all, a lot of it could have to do with work. There could be something surprising happening here with work. It could, like a boss suddenly leaves or just something here with work. And also just be mindful of your health around this time. Sixth house also rules health, wellness, fitness. Okay. On the flip side, it really is like, honestly, there could be something here that happens unexpectedly, like in your favor. Use these aspects. I always say this: vibrate at this high frequency. You're gonna, able to really, really use these aspects to your advantage too. The thing with Uranus is sometimes you just don't know, right? But you could have some really big, great creative moments around this time. You could have some really great money moments around this time. You might meet someone out of the blue this time around too. Okay, so there is potential for something to be absolutely stimulating, again, with this being your sixth house. Something that has to do with possibly your day-to-day or work. There could be like, someone exits, but then someone leaves and you're like, oh my goodness, this person is so much better, that, you know what I mean? Like just something like that. Like, okay, now Tuesday, October 15th, we've got Venus trining Neptune. This is absolutely amazing. This is a very, very wonderful day for romance. It's very sensual. It's very dreamy. A lot of imagination. Your imagination soaring, right? Okay. Blast of creative energy around this time. Go enjoy the arts. That's going to inspire you. Okay. This is a day of like Picasso, Banksy, Warhol, like whoever, reading a good book, go to a symphony, putting on some like really great music, thinking about unicorns, all that kind of stuff. I mean, this is Neptune we're talking about. So it is happening. Remember, Neptune is in Pisces in your fourth house. Okay, so Venus still in Scorpio. So again, just like a lot of this watery energy. Okay, like emotionally driven, but intuitive energy. But it just feels good. Neptune is compassion, and it is in your fourth house. Family, home, children, parents, your domestic sector here, significant other, things that have to do with home. Okay. Now we get to Thursday, October 17th, the full moon in Aries, the full super moon in Aries. Now this is a Mars ruled full moon. It's happening in Aries. Aries rules your fifth house of pleasure, joy, romance, true love, children, creativity, self-expression, procreation, recreation, hobbies, things like that, things that make you like fun stuff. Okay. Now this is, we call it like, a cardinal cross, grand cross. You'll see that the moon is in Aries, Mars is in Cancer, the sun is in Libra, Pluto's in Capricorn, all the cardinal signs, right? Okay. They're all being activated here. Cardinal is leadership energy. Own this, okay? Take this energy, take charge here, okay? Own this moment, take action, all right? For the things that you want, because there's got to be something ending with every, it's a full moon, right? What you need to do for that new beginning, because listen, this full moon, it's big. It's opposite the sun. Obviously, it's squaring Mars. The sun is squaring Mars, opposite Pluto. Big energy. It's a tangle of planets. Now, it's almost like the planets are doing this really big like dance off, okay? And it's like dancing with the planets, right? There's and every single one of them really, 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 really wants to win, to the point that they will like do anything to win. Like a lot of egos at play here. Again, heightened emotions, power plays, power struggles, power tripping, all of that, okay? All the planets are, they put on their aviators. Like they're in it to play, okay? People around this time can say things they don't mean. They can get, frustrated. Even, again, they're just going to be emotionally driven, but also just a little bit, again, like the tiniest things could really, set them off. Like someone took the last banana. Don't let them pull you into their energies. Emotions are going to be running high. Now, with that said, I want to remind you, speaking of energies, you are made of energy. Everything is made of energy. That is not just Hermetic principles. That's quantum physics, okay? That's Albert Einstein. And when I say everything is made of energy, I mean truly everything, okay? The thoughts in your head, the words that come out of your mouth, all right? So that is why I want to bring this up, because emotions are neutral, right? Emotions, break it down to its Latin root, emotere, energy in motion, right? So you want to vibrate at that high frequency. This is why I talk about this all the time. And it's a constant reminder to vibrate at this high frequency. You've heard of the law of attraction, right? You want to be able to attract the things you want. You got to vibrate at that high frequency. Don't get stuck in those low frequency energies. Don't let anyone pull you into their low frequency energies. All right. So this is a time around this full moon to explore your emotions, to evolve with your emotions. And, I've said it before. I'll say it again. Maybe I'll say it in every video. Your future self is watching you right now. You are on a karmic journey. Have the karmic journey you want. Have the karmic journey you deserve. Okay? We are approaching that Mars-Pluto opposition, which again, we'll talk about more in November. All right? It's going to be happening in November, but I'm bringing it up now because I want to just kind of like let you know what's happening. Mars is exalted in Capricorn in general. Not a lot of people know that. Mars is exalted in Capricorn, right? Like in his throne, right? Pluto's there right now. Pluto's in Capricorn. And so Mars, being feisty at this point, is saying, Pluto, you are in my house. Get out. Get out. Okay, so Mars actually, really wants to just get to Leo. All right, and that's going to happen soon. We'll talk about that when that does. But again, there is something here. There is something here with money for you. Mars in Cancer, your 8th house, and then Pluto having been gone direct in Capricorn in your 2nd house. So the 8th house is shared resources, right? Inheritance, investments, bonuses, commissions, royalties, loans, paying off debts, joint bank accounts, things like that, okay? Could even have to do with like business partners, and love too, if you're here for love, all right? There's this intensity here. Mars in Cancer can make it very emotional for you. Now, Pluto in Capricorn, your 2nd house, income, salary, finances as well, assets, things that you value, right? Even self-worth and self-value as well. So a lot of this may be you going really deep in terms of you feeling confident as part of your personal transformation. That's the 8th house as well. Transformation, right? So just use these energies to your advantage that will help you vibrate at this high frequency. And I've mentioned this, I have Mars in Cancer in my chart. I natally have Mars in Cancer from the very first breath that I took. I've worked with Mars in Cancer my entire life. You can learn how to use it to your advantage. All right. So just trust your intuition. You're absolutely going to be fine. Okay. There's got to be something illuminated around this time with the full moon. Okay. Again, it's a super moon. It's the last one of the year, by the way. It's the last one of the year. All right. And you could feel it days before, you could feel it days after. There's something coming to culmination. Things are definitely going to be, there's going to be a turning point here. And like I said in your monthly forecast, think about what happened for you in April, even to the date, April 8th, when we have that new moon, total solar eclipse in Aries, because this is the corresponding full moon. So there could have been something there around that time that was changing. You could have felt changes happening around that time, all right, within the month of April. But just remember what I said. Just because, listen, this is a full moon where when things end, like I said, things begin. And this is an Aries. Aries kicks off the zodiac wheel. So there could be something really great for you here that you can get excited about, okay? Something here that is really special, maybe enterprising, entrepreneurial, right? We're talking about Aries here. It's something that is inspiring and invigorating. Aries is assertive energy, so use this. Please use this energy to your advantage. Now, the other thing is, I said last week that Jupiter's not having any other aspects for the rest of the month. Jupiter's in a strong spot here. Jupiter's doing really well. Okay, so there could be something here great with partnerships and relationships, but Jupiter is detriment in Gemini and has gone retrograde, and all the other aspects are a lot stronger. So Jupiter is doing really hard to pump you up around this time, okay? And the moon will be trining Mars. There's other things here that are really great. You could have powerful insights and how you're moving forward. This is actually really great. Uranus is going to be really active too in this great way. So this is breakthrough energy, okay? Remember, breakthroughs. This is a great time to think outside the box, okay? I don't know if that was I don't know what that was. So just continue. And Chiron is conjunct here. I mean, there's just so much happening around this full moon. Again, all the themes that I mentioned earlier as part of the fifth house: love, relationships, your children, if you have children, or maybe your teacher, your students, or maybe it's just something here, okay, that may be a turning point, all right? Recreations as well, creativity, all right? But just continue to have that time to reflect with this full moon, have that release you need for relief, all right? And don't stop going after what you want, and don't be distracted around this time. If other people have their stingers out, listen, be the best version of yourself, okay? And when you are vibrating at this high frequency, that is so important. That is so important, because when you do, you have this impact on other people, okay? So you make everything within your orbit a lot easier, right? All right, so Venus sextile Pluto that same day. This is strong AF, okay? This is really, really strong. Venus, the planet of money and love and relationships. Sextile Pluto, right? And Capricorn in your second house. Again, money, all right? So money, finances, again, something with self-worth, self-value. There could be something here also with like assets, material possessions. This is strong, especially, with relationships as well. Empowerment energy, use this energy, all right? And this is strong because it's this really harmonious sextile, but also Venus is this is happening at 29 degrees. It's an anaretic degree. It's a critical degree. It's a strong degree. Venus is having this last dance with Pluto before moving into your sign. Now you see Venus moves into Sagittarius. This is absolutely amazing. I love Venus in Sagittarius, and Venus is going to be here until November 11th. This is great. Pleasure seeking. This is gaining wisdom. This is, a lot more hearted than Venus in Scorpio. Very carefree, optimistic. You may be open to taking risks around this time. Okay, taking chances, maybe even being like spontaneous. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of y'all think about taking trips around this time, doing travel. So keep that in mind, all right? We are going to have a lot of Gemini. The moon's going to be in Gemini over the weekend, too. So, there may be a lot of thoughts around partnerships, relationships, one-on-one commitments as well for y'all over the weekend. So, Sagittarius, let's get started. Let's see what's going on for you, okay? For October 14th to the 20th for Sagittarius, Sagittarius rising, and Sagittarius moon. Okay. Sagittarius. All right. So I do a traditional culture cross spread. It really offers the best overview, especially for a weekly reading. And if we need to pull clarifiers, you know that we will. Secondly, Sagittarius, you know I'm here for y'all. Y'all are amazing. Thank you so much for being here. And again, thank you for your continued comments, kindness, support. I am still in the process of getting better. And that's another thing. It's like I'm a living example, right, of that energy with Mars and Cancer in my sign. I also had a lot of other things. You know that a lot of y'all know I've been under the weather. I did have some, health issues, and I'm still going through them. And so it's good to avoid stress around this time. Okay. I'm telling you firsthand. All right, Sagittarius, let's get started. Let's see what's going on with y'all. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. Look at you. Look at you. Things are harmonizing for you. There's some change. This is going to be a big week. This is going to be a big week. Y'all are going to be really good. Okay. Look at this. Now, wow. You're overcoming so much. Whew, this week. All right. So work with those energies. You got the Eight of Cups here. Now, there is big energy coming through for me is, something really, something clicked. Something clicked. There's this clarity, and it may even be like, even though that it clicked, there is still like kind of like this slow moving process, but there is a sense of I'm moving forward. I am moving forward. This is, even if things are fine for you, maybe you are realizing there's more for me. There's more for me. I'm living for more. Okay. With that Eight of Cups energy. You see that eclipse happening here too. So those eclipses could have really had a big impact on you. Remember, eclipses are game changers. Now, I really like this. It's being in touch with your emotions as well. And it could be this bittersweet moment for you. Because you also got the Six of Swords. Six of Swords in the heart of your spread. So here's a great thing. You see my finger in the turbulent water. They're moving in the direction where there's like no undulation. So it is going from like chaos to calm, right? And there's a lot of protection here. There's, you're moving into the promised land, all right? Especially up here. So if there has been a lot you've been processing or things taking up a lot of, headspace, it's like that's happened, moving forward. So you see all this moving forward energy, right? You see that here, right? So I love that. I love this. And again, it feels like this transition. Take your time. Remember, do this at your pace. There's a lot of harmonizing here. Things are harmonizing for you. Okay. So this is really great. There, definitely can be something here where it's just like you're feeling your power, that sense of empowerment this week. It's really nice. You got the Tower in your challenge area. All right. So it does seem like there's been something that was really big that may have happened, and this is going to be the week that you are coming out of it. Some of y'all are going to be realizing, should something happen that is quite enormous or life-changing or game-changing or may have already happened, you may be seeing that actually that is the thing that allowed me to move forward. I recognize that, I can't change the past. I'm moving forward, and now I'm moving into this like a bigger place. Okay. Okay. So I just feel like I have to entertain you when I'm like drinking something. So I actually really love this energy. Some of y'all, again, there is, for a lot of y'all, are going to resonate with the fact that there's something that may have happened or, could even happen this week, but it does happen. And you're just like, oh, well, I can't do anything about it. But then you move forward and you're like, that actually was the best thing for me. Okay. Now, Ace of Wands and the World. So there you go. There you go. This is true change. This is true change. You got this new beginning, and you've got the end of, one chapter of your life. Okay, moving into this new journey here, right? It's just bringing that new change. Very optimistic, auspicious card. You are seeking something new, right? Okay, Wands, your passions, just feeling ambitious. Okay, a lot of creative energy here as well. Like even like creative ideas, creative problem solving as well. But just this, again, that optimism is coming through really strong. Something could have to do with work as well. For some of y'all, maybe seeking something new in terms of in a work capacity. You got the world and the root of your spread. Again, we've come to the end of the major arcana. The dancing figure dancing for a reason. Like, you made it throughout the full journey. There's ups and downs. There's highs and lows. There's, dualities, polarity. You made it to the end. This is the merging of all of that. Okay. The masculine, the feminine, like all of that. Okay. And then you see the wreath here shaped as a zero, referencing the full. Okay. So new journey. And a lot of y'all are feeling that something's coming to an end. And I'm moving in this new direction. Okay, so be very proud of yourself. Be very proud of yourself for moving in this to continue to move forward. And then in your future, you have the Six of Pentacles. That's absolutely amazing. So this is a card of generosity. This is a card of, even generosity of spirit, the spiritual growth, sharing the wealth, sharing the spiritual wealth. Okay, even finances here. I mean, remember I said finances may be highlighted for you. A lot of y'all may be thinking of this new plan. There's even a place where you could be providing comfort for other people as well. Again, it can be in a spiritual sense, is strongly coming through, but it's going to bring you that balance. I mean, you see the scale in his hand, right? So there is something here that feels really nice. This support, okay, strong support system, and if you're seeking, support financially, hey, you're moving into. Remember what I said: generosity, gratitude as well. But you see the very philanthropic man here, supporting others. I love this. I love the fact you got these 2 sixes too. Let's get to your staff, okay? So 6, like the middle pillar, it's like harmony, it's harmonizing. So Sagittarius, this is really great. If you like this reading, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Tell me what's going on. This is, with this week's where I really want to hear from y'all. A lot of your comments and questions, like I do address in my live streams, and I love y'all. Y'all are amazing. All right, so let's break this down further. Oh. Be very proud of yourself. You're good. You were good. You were good. You're going to be going, you are going to be doing that reflection. And I think a lot of it is about your future. And again, go within. I'm going to talk about that in a second. You got the Knight of Swords here. Yeah. I feel like a lot of you may feel like there is a lot going on up here. Just remember to just go at this, steady pace, not being like too impulsive, and also like having all the facts for certain situations. He is, you see the fire under his feet. Charged up, which is fine. Okay. Think about the things that you need to think about, because you do have that 6 of Swords and the heart of your spread, and just be ready to move out of like a certain headspace or a way that you're seeing something, and just like legs to it, and just boom, because he is so bold. He's so courageous. He's actually moving into the storm. Okay. So keep that in mind. There could be something here with partnerships, relationships, as I mentioned. Now, you also have the 4 of Wands, right? Great. It's a joy of celebration, a card of joy and celebration, even milestone. So there could be something here that you're truly moving toward, or you're definitely going to experience. I mean, it is in your external factors area. And so again, you see the couple here. There's so much joy and promise, and this is, hope and all that great stuff. So proposals, getting married, this is, having a baby, this is getting a promotion, getting your, things like that. All right. So really, really, really nice. And a lot of family energy too. Okay. So remember, y'all have so much family energy happening within, for y'all, Sagittarius. So there could be something here really great with family, but it just seems like a lot of that is going to fuel you. There's something here that you're just like, because you see the Ace of Wands in your ground, and you got the 4 of Wands here. So yeah, it's not giving up. You're moving forward. And I say that because you also got the 9 of Wands. A lot of y'all hate, this is like the don't give up card. It's like, you can even see him. He's like really hanging in there. He's not letting anyone take away his wands, everything that he's worked hard for, his passions. Like, all right. So you're good. This is really, really, really great. It just seems like you are moving in the right direction, and everything's going to just start. You're going to see all these gains. And then lastly, you got the Hermit in your final outcome. I mean, that's absolutely amazing. remember what I said. This is a week where you may, be, even very spiritually active with that 12th house activity, but there is a sense of with the hermit now showing up in your final outcome. Let's really go within. Let's really go within. Let's do a lot of that introspection. Again, I think a lot of this is about your future, about thinking about your future. When you connect with your intuition, you have no doubts, you have no fear, you have none of that. Okay, you know that you're taken care of, you know that everything's gonna work out. All right, there's a lot of wisdom with the hermit. Okay, it's all gray here. Gray in tarot is wisdom, and so you've got that light inside you. Never forget that you have got that light inside you. Connect with that light inside you. Now, if you are here for career, the hermit is attributed to Virgo, and you've got some. Remember what I said. Some career stuff happening for y'all. All right, so a lot of this could be a reflection about your career. Virgo ruling your 10th house. If you're not here for career, it's just kind of like your, image, like public face, like how you want to be seen. Also, it because the 10th house is fame as well. So whatever you're exerting your energy into that you want to be known for. So again, but a lot of this has to do with your future is it seems but you're moving in the right direction. There's so much wonderful things waiting for you. Like this is really great. And you're feeling it. You're feeling this big shift that's happening in your life. So Sagittarius, this is really great. This is really great. There is again that sense of empowerment. So I really love this. I love this for you. It's really special. It's really nice. All right. So Sagittarius, thanks so much. If next week, okay. So next week we move into Scorpio season. All right. So we'll talk more about that, but there's still a lot of aspects that are happening next week. We'll cover all of them. I love this Venus in your sign. That's going to be really nice. So Sagittarius, thank you so much. If you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments, and we will, I'll see you next week. All right. Thanks so much, Sagittarius. I'll see you next week. All right. Bye-bye.